Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to do a little follow-up video, just a little bashing video here for the WLTOYS 144001 Buggy. I reviewed this like 3 months ago and I just haven't driven it really much since then, so I thought I should get it out and drive it around a little more. I just did one drive video at the park. I never drove it here at home, and now we do have a little bit of snow on the ground here. Very, very little snow we received this morning, but I just wanted to get out and drive it because it was a very popular car, and rightfully so, because it's got all this aluminum and metal parts, and even the shocks here, which are oil filled, are also metal. You just don't see that much metal in a little RC car, especially one that costs well under $100. It has a big, I can show you in here if you didn't see my first video, a big 540 brushed motor in here, which is really huge for a little car. And then of course just all the metal parts, metal dog bones, metal shock towers, metal shocks. The whole chassis here is metal, really, and it's really quick too. So let's just drive it around here for a minute in case you happen to miss my original full review of this little buggy. I'll include a purchase link to this in the description. I don't know if there's any coupons. At one time this thing was only, I think, in the $70 some range. I'm not sure exactly what it sells for now. They have two different colors as well on Banggood site, but it's a really great little car. As you can see, it's quick, which it should be, even though the motor's brushed. Now, in my original review, one of the wheels came off, and the nuts on the wheels, if you don't put some thread lock on, it could come undone. I forgot to do that, so if for some reason it come off today, that's because I just need to put that on. I was looking at it while ago and said, man, I don't think I put any thread lock on. I was intending on doing that. It's always a good idea to thread lock your wheel nuts, really, on any RC car. Just use the blue thread lock. The red stuff is about impossible to get off. Whoa, that was cool. It is four-wheel drive, as you guys can see. So it's got good power. So let's take it out and drive a little more. I was going to say something there, I can't remember what I was going to say. You just don't see too many RC cars at this price range. Oh, it flipped over. With all that metal, I mean, even though the metal is a little heavier, you're not likely to break any of that. So that's why I wanted to show you guys in case you missed the first video on this. Oop, I dropped it. A little bit wet from the little bit of snow, and it's a little noisy too with all the just the metal dog bones, all the metal. And it's just a little bit of a noisy car. But it's quick and it drives smooth. What I was thinking I was going to say a while ago is this is a car that you certainly could consider upgrading to brushless. In fact, I was going to do that. I actually have a brushless motor and ESC and a Dumbo RC TX RX I have. And you need to, if you're going to do that, you need to replace the steering servo, and I have one of those with the regular 3-wire servos, since this has like one of those, I think it's 5-wire, which won't plug into your standard receivers. But from what I've seen, some people, I mean, I just don't know if the gears in this car are going to handle brushless too well. If you do decide to do it, I would recommend you definitely stick with the stock. There's a 2S LiPo in here. But what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to, whoa! I'm going to put that Dumbo TX RX into the HBX 16889. Whoa, there with the wheel. So yeah, see, that's why you need to make sure that you do thread lock this car. And I did not do it. That's why I warned you guys at the beginning, because you can see like the wheel came right off. So now I gotta see if I can find the nut to it. Here is, of course, the tire, and I don't see I don't see the nut. So that's my fault. I mean, I warned you guys ahead of time, but I didn't think that I did put it on. I might be able to find that nut out here. If not, I should have another in my spare RC stuff. But again, it's just the nut, and here's the main hex nut in the wheel. So I didn't lose that. That's the most important part. I just lost a little nut on the outside on this car. So many other people comment on my original video have had the same problem. It's nothing like anything wrong with the car. It's just that you need to put thread lock on, which I didn't do, but I didn't give you guys a chance to actually see that you need to have that thread lock on this. So see, I got it back on. I just need to get my RC parts and get another nut and put on there, and of course put the blue thread lock, which I do have. I just forgot to do it. So obviously brushless would probably be worse about it with all the torque. I think this is the same tire that fell off on me, and it may be the way I drive it whenever I was doing the review at the park. All right guys, that wraps up this little drive run, obviously because I don't have this little drive review, because I don't have the nut to put back on. So that'll wrap it up. I just want to show you guys what it can do, and let you be aware that obviously the wheels will fall off if you do not thread lock it, but it's not like the car's defective or anything wrong. It's just the design and the torque it's putting on. It's just they just become loose and they will come off. That's why I think a few times when it was out there I heard it making a weird sound. I think that was just the tire slipping as that nut was coming off. All right guys, that wraps up this drive review. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you're interested, check out the description. There'll be a purchase link to this at Banggood. If you want to support the channel, just use that link and buy it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you know when I do upload new videos. And as always guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.